notes because might I say this is quite a unique building. People like myself from Carn Heritage Centre in Sue knows a little bit about the history of it, and it was all built by the Harris family, and it's rather unique. And I think if you came into the Heritage Centre, we could probably sort of teach you a few things about it. But I think this brave couple, Ellie and his wife Gillian, I think have done a remarkable job. It's taken about 2.5 years, and when Ellie phoned me up about 2.5 years ago to say, help, we've got an awful problem here, it's a listed building, and some of the work that has been done there over the years unfortunately had destroyed some of the fabric here. And of course Ellie comes into a brand new property wanting to make such a lovely place of it, finding every nook and cranny, every floorboard that was lifted and gone. And obviously through the planning authority that I'm sort of part of, and the conservation officers and the planning team, it's taken rather a longer time than we had anticipated and they had anticipated. And I will say, and it's not giving away confidences, but I think they had to purchase another house to live in whilst all this was going on. Now that is absolutely founded by any of us. You know, when we come into this town and we think we can do something, and to have lots of things in a, you know, what was termed as a blighted building, I suppose, must have taken a lot out of their lives. So I congratulate you for keeping going. Just another point. Carn Town Council is supporting our place, which is all to do with tourism now. And there's two things. There's this A4 road, which is termed as the Great Western Way, and that's being promoted now with quite a bit of money from Visit Wiltshire. And it's just coincidental in a way, you know, because this has happened since this has happened, that the A4 is right behind us here. And what we're trying to do is to attract visitors to stay in Carn. And what better place to stay? Obviously, I will say you're going to come and have a look at it, but I've just been upstairs, I've only just got up. I wanted my breakfast, but there's two things going on. And it is absolutely fantastic. And I think we're going to have to, when my wife's here, get the cheque, we're going to stay for a couple of months. It is honestly fantastic. Right, and another point, and I must direct you to some builder friends here. I don't know them, but we've got them over here.
Ben,
And they've
not arrived.
had the extraordinary job of doing this work. And honestly, it is unbelievable, fantastic. So I thank you for staying the time.
Same builders that started
Well,
the project.
It's
That
not,
sounds
it's not easy.
precedented, isn't it?
I mean, I've been planning. It's not easy for builders, conservation officers, planning, and of course somebody behind you, the applicant, the owner, who wants to live in such a place. And honestly, I feel for that right way to our northern area. We deal with historic houses all the time, and I'm sort of standing between the conservation officers, the applicant, and the builder. But in this case, it's worked out fantastically well. So I know you've had a lot to do.
We have, yeah.
And you probably
He's lived here
you've
for
had
2
to
years.
bite your tongue a few times.
Yeah. I've got to say, Ellen Julian have been very brave to take it on, and it's gone remarkably well, actually.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So without further ado, on behalf of Carn Town Council and the mayor's only the deputy, the mayor couldn't come today. I feel honoured myself to be able to cut the cord. Okay. These will work, will they?
They will work.
I hope these were bought in a well-known ironmonger's. Right, okay, here we go. And we're up.
In the rain, I want you to come in and have something to eat and celebrate this momentous occasion for Carn. This house has always, in some way, been linked with tourism, because when we look back into the history, it was what they call a boarding house. It's been a bed and breakfast before for 20 years. So, and Bernadette over there, in 1976, when she was a wee girl, she actually lived here when it was a boarding house. So if you want to know anything about the history, have a word with Bernadette. But she has been such a wonderful support to us in finding out about the heritage. In fact, one of the recipes, when you'll see heritage cake, it's a fruit cake. It's her grandmother's recipe, which she gave to us, and that's now one of our cakes that will be on our menu. And my dear wife, Gillian, who's had to tolerate all the inconvenience as well as as us go out to work and listen to me bellyache in the evening and worrying about finances, and she's been a rock and a support to the whole project. And I want to thank my neighbours, because they've had to put up with all the noise and the music's going all the time. And all my friends that all know me, they've been so supportive, every single one of you, in your own little way, just asking how's it going to me, saying, oh, don't ask. That has really been such a wonderful thing for us, to know that you're behind us and you want us to succeed. Thank you, everybody. And I won't keep you waiting any longer. Do you want to say anything, Gillian?
No, I think just come in, you're very welcome.
And as I said, we've got wonderful builders, and Mike and Rob.
Rob did the kitchen.
Rob did the kitchen, so if you need a kitchen, if you need a good builder, you know who to ask. There's that guy over there and that guy over there. And there's a lady here at the back, she's only just walked in. She comes from a company called Foxglove and
Ginger.
And she does takeaway food.
Oh.
And so she's brought a few little nibbles for you to sample. And if you want to talk about it and you want any of her little menus, please do. Anyway, much to do.
Come in.
Do come in.
Very welcome.
Only one thing I will ask you. If you want to go upstairs and look at the rooms, and I want you to, if you can pop your shoes on the little foot stand in the hall, and because it's all carpeted, it's like carpets. Okay, thank you. Come in, come in. Oh, come in.
I've seen it. Come on.
Oh.
I've seen it.
Thank you.
You can't go upstairs. We can lift you in. Or take a run up. Take a run up. Yes. Tracy run up. That's a lovely thing. Yeah, so like David. Well done. Okay, yeah. See you at 5. She's going to come down about 4:45. Sorry, hello. How are you? Yeah, okay. Hello. Food. Did you bring on the run? Oh, right.
Where is he?
Not sure. Yeah. You're going to manage to come.